High-speed straights, heady elevation changes and dramatic corners. What is there not to love about today? It's qualifying day here at Spa-Francorchamps.
Okay, radio check, radio check.
Copy that, same for me.
And that's it for sprint qualifying. Plenty more coming up over the rest of the weekend. So we'll see you all tomorrow.
Okay, mate, don't worry about the damage. I've got some new strategy options if you go and check your
Yeah, I crashed into the wall.
So with the sprint concluded, join us next time for qualifying and, of course, the main event, this weekend's Formula One Grand Prix. We'll see you next time. High-speed straights, heady elevation changes and dramatic corners. What is there not to love about today? It's qualifying day here at Spa-Francorchamps.
Okay, radio check, radio check.
Radio check.
excellent lap. We're all very, very pleased with that one. Nice work. Come on, I'll see you back in the pits.
Welcome to this visit to the Ardennes countryside. Spa-Francorchamps hosted its first Grand Prix back in 1925, and this historic track is loved by drivers and fans alike, and us here in the commentary box too. So it's a warm welcome from the Belgian Grand Prix. Spa-Francorchamps then, a historic 19-corner circuit with a lap distance of 4.35 miles. There's over 100 metres of elevation change here, and with long stretches of the lap spent flat out, a good top speed will be vital for success. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Michael Schumacher lines up on pole position, and Taylor Barnard completes the front row. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Martins, Senna, Liam Lawson, and Colapinto, Maloney, Doohan, Russell, and Gabriel Bortoleto, Pierce, Crawford, Alex Albon, and Tramnitz, Gasly, Jackson, Nicholas Soloff, and Zach O'Sullivan, Hakkinen, Hadja, Verschoor, and Andrea Kimi Antonelli rounds off the grid. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head down trackside for today's race. Well, it's been a long time since I last worked with you. Good to see you again today, Anthony Davidson. And let's talk momentum with this driver. What a sprint it was. They start at 0 once again for today, but with a huge amount of confidence, surely. Well, they'll definitely be glad that there's not a sprint race today. Let's face it, the sprint couldn't have gone much worse, but what we're looking for today is a reaction. Now, I'll be generous here. It's not that long ago that you were racing and entertaining us on a Sunday, but in the years since, the sport has changed quite a bit, hasn't it?
Yeah, it really has, Crofty. You know, the cars have got bigger, they're heavier, but critically, there's more downforce to play with as well now. There was about 4 tons of downforce on the car at 300 kilometers an hour when I drove. You're now looking more towards 5 tons of downforce. So there's a big difference in performance. But because of that, the car being heavier and bigger, you've got to drive in a smoother way. You've got to look after it a bit more. You've got to nurse it through the slow speed corners more. They were much more nimble, agile machines when I drove in Formula 1 compared to now.
Okay, let's have a comms check, please. Radio check.
Radio check.
We're at the back, but give it 100% and we can still come away with a decent result. I believe in you. Come on. Okay, DRS is now available. Two cars in one go. Great job. Really impressive. We've got a lot of spare energy. Okay to use your overtake button. Okay, we want you to pit this lap, so push now, push.
Copy that.
Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap. Let's go, come on! That was a fantastic stop, faster than we were expecting. Look after these tyres now, we want to finish the race on this compound. Nice move, good job. Okay, I've got a brand new race strategy on your MFT. Understood, copy that. seems to have been a problem removing the front wing, but we've got to try and put that behind us now and finish the race strong. Get your head down. Safety car in this lap, safety car in this lap. Let's make sure those tyres are up to temperature, and remember, there's no overtaking until the timing line. Stay in position until the green flags. Okay, clear. Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. Great manoeuvre, you made it look so easy. Damage to the rear wing, you've got damage to your rear wing. Great work, that's a new fastest lap of the race. Okay, the incident's been cleared. Let's get back up to racing speed. Come on. Okay, this is your final lap of the race. Gap to your teammate behind, 4.7 seconds. They're on old mediums. They're in 12th. Time last lap, 1 minute 48.3. Yes, and that's a podium. Excellent drive. The whole team have worked especially hard this weekend, and that, my friend, is a fantastic reward. Well done.
Thanks everyone. It was a good weekend. Thank you everyone.
What a performance this has been! A brilliant victory for Franco Colapinto.
I know every race has equal importance in terms of points, but when you get to this part in the championship, it's clearly on your mind as you're looking to see how far up the order you can finish. And races like this certainly help that.
Ferrari are at it again. An excellent performance at today's Grand Prix, and they're certainly a team that know what they're doing out there. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport action. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
Can I borrow you for a moment, boss? Chief, I must remind you that we have parts fully researched that are waiting for development. Let's get that performance on the car.
Okay, we've sent out counteroffer. Try not to worry. A bit of back and forth is normal. That's business after all. I'll be back if I hear anything.
Hey, Chief. We have a part or two ready for development because they've finished research. Let's get that in motion, shall we? Head to engineering for more info.
Welcome along then to the North Sea coast and to the Zandvoort circuit. We're 25 miles away from Amsterdam for today's Dutch Grand Prix. It's a race the great Jim Clark won on 4 occasions, leading for an astonishing total of 370 laps. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Andrea Kimi Antonelli lines up on pole position, and Ayrton Senna completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Michael Schumacher, Maloney, Victor Martins, and Jackson, Russell, Doohan, Barnard, and Pierre Gasly, Bortoleto, Pierce, Alex Albon, and Lawson, Hadja, Tramnitz, Mika Hakkinen, and Franco Colapinto, O'Sullivan, Crawford, Verschoor, and Nicola Zoloff rounds off the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track. And alongside me in the commentary box, my old friend, Anthony Davidson. Now, you're the racing driver in this partnership, so tell us about this racing driver. Put us in their shoes. How are they going to be feeling?
Well, you've got to be prepared, Crofty. Before you even step foot inside the car, you've got to know, you've got to have a pre-race game plan. You've watched videos before you get into the car of previous races gone by. You know where you have to place your car if X, Y, or Z happens in front of you or behind you. So having this clear game plan is absolutely essential before you get in the car.
Radio check, radio check.
Yeah, radio is good.
Okay, mate, only 3 races left, and you've still got a chance at the title, but if we're going to win it, we're going to need some very special performances in every one of those 3, and it starts here. Let's see what you can do today. Oh, you worked hard for that one. Congratulations, well done.
It's quite good.
And here's the checkered flag for our winner today. Well done, and hats off to Gabriel Bortoleto. It's time for our podium celebrations. And as ever in Formula One, 3 is the magic number. Congratulations and well done. It's Gabriel Bortoleto. Well, that was certainly an exciting weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for more exciting Formula One action very soon.
Hi. Notice we've got some spare cash reserves. Obviously, I know you've got other priorities, but don't forget you can upgrade the corporate facility whenever you like. We're worth it, I promise.
Good news. We've just completed the development of a part and it's now ready for fitting. But be sure to check in at the assign